Ile ifunguki mlango. Naende ule mwenye feri ule. Ile yaenda ile. Lakini chelewa, ndio itafungwa vio.
Wasaidie Mola wangu ya Rabbil Alamin. Wasaidie ya Rabbil Alamin.
Ile yaenda ile. Yaenda ineko na watu mule ndani. Madaiva hakuna, nevi haina watu. Hiyo tayari.
Well, we have our Kevin Mutai, who's currently following up on that report in Mombasa. Remember, yesterday there was a press statement that was released by the Kenya Ferry Services Management, and they said that nobody had been recovered and the rescue operations had to be halted because it was extremely dark. And Kevin, what is the progress so far with regards to the people recovered from that vehicle that plunged into the ocean?
Good morning, Zainab, and it's a sad day here in Mombasa County, especially here in Likoni at the ferry channel here in Likoni. After that incident that occurred yesterday in the evening, as at now this morning, what we know so far is that nobody has been rescued from that accident that occurred yesterday. Has also not been retrieved, and I understand that everything was suspended yesterday because there were no proper equipments to conduct that rescue operation, and of course because it was really dark and the channel, I understand, is very deep, that the officials from the Kenya Ferry Services could not do anything. But what I understand is that the Navy has been here from 6 a.m. in the morning patrolling the channel and trying to figure out what they're going to do to ensure that they will rescue the occupants of the vehicle that plunged into the ocean. But what we have established so far is that the husband of the woman who was on board that particular vehicle and is believed to have been the driver has already reported to the police, and according to the statements that he's recorded so far is that we are informed that the woman that happens to be his wife was the one driving the vehicle, and on board also was a child, and they were from Msambweni, where they said that they had gone to inspect a property that they own in that area of Kwale County, and they're saying that it was at around 6:15 p.m. That is according to the husband, saying that they were they last communicated at 6:15 p.m. after and soon after the husband learned on the news, breaking news, that there's a vehicle that plunged into the ocean. That is when he started running up and down, calling his family, and when he failed to reach them on phone, he reportedly rushed to the nearest police station, where he sought to know if whether the vehicle that was posted by the Kenya Ferry Services was indeed his wife's. But what we can confirm right now is that the husband and the family members are currently here, and they're trying to negotiate with the law enforcement and the rescue operation officers to ensure how they're going to coordinate to salvage the wreckage of that particular vehicle that plunged into the ocean. Was, as you said, the information that the Kenya Ferry Services released yesterday is that the vehicle was at the rear ramp of the ferry, that is MV Harambe, on board from the Likoni channel, heading to the island from the mainland, when the vehicle reversed and plunged into the ocean, while the two occupants that the Kenya Ferry Services has confirmed that they were on board that particular vehicle. We know their names, but I'm afraid we cannot release them now because I'm sure the family is still grieving, and of course the police officers will also take necessary measures to ensure that all the proper information will be channeled to their family members in appropriate ways. But what we can tell you is that as of now there's nothing happening here, but what we've seen is that law enforcers are currently on the ground trying to figure out what they can do. But also something that is coming to us is that we're receiving reports that the family is negotiating for to have services, or rather to secure services from private divers, so that they can be able to see what they can do, because they are saying that the officials from the Kenya Ferry Services are delaying in rescuing or rather salvaging the the vehicle and retrieving the bodies of their loved ones who yesterday plunged into the ocean alongside with their vehicle. But I don't know if this could be the family, but yes, I'm told the family is here and they're just standing right next to us. I'm sure those pictures can come to you live. Those are some of their family members. They're here consoling each other, and of course it's a tragic accident that occurred yesterday, losing loved ones in such kind of manner. But of course there are also various questions coming up concerning that particular accident, because we are also told that normally the vehicles, when they're allowed to board the ferry, normally the drivers and the occupants are supposed to be asked to step out of their vehicles and of course park their vehicles, engage the handbrakes and step outside at least while they're on board the ferry. But that is not what happened yesterday, and those questions will be seeking clarifications from the management of the Kenya Ferry Services. Remember, the Kenya Ferry Services last evening issued a statement concerning the matter, and according to the statement, it read that today at around, that was yesterday at 6:15, an accident occurred on board MV Harambe, which was plying from mainland to the island side, when a saloon car Toyota Isis registration number KCB289C with 2 occupants on board reversed and plunged into the sea. The cause of the accident is still under investigations, and search and rescue efforts are currently underway.